All right, good morning. So we came home this weekend. Today is now Wednesday. I didn't see anything worth taking Monday or Tuesday. So like I said, today is Wednesday, and honestly I slept in a little bit. I took a muscle relaxer last night, and normally they have me waking up early, but today I think I slept till like 10:30. I know, I'm a bum. So anyways, I got on the load board and I found a load that said it was going from Valdosta, Georgia to Davenport, Florida. Now normally I don't mess with these going down into Florida, but it says it was paying like $7.50 a mile. I'm like, it's probably an oversized load. Whatever, let me click on it. Down in the notes, it's she had 4 loads of day cab FedEx semi trucks. So when I called her up, she still had 3 of them left. So I took all 3 of them. So basically we'll pick 2 up in Valdosta, run them down to Davenport, come back tomorrow, obviously, because Lita just got done doing the carrier packet. It's 11:45, so we won't be done till tonight. It's 3.5 hour drive one way. So basically the trucks pay $800 a piece, so it's $1,600 to pick up in Valdosta, go to Davenport, come back, and be ready to pick up the other one. So it's supposed to be day cabs. Supposedly the exhaust tips have been taken off. She's like, but bring tools just in case. I'm like, I'm gonna let you know right now, if they haven't been taken off, it's usually because they're rusted on and they have to be cut off. So they were saying a 53-foot step deck only, and I called her up. I'm like, I've done semi trucks multiple times. My 50-footer will work because the bottom deck is 40 and the top deck is 10, whereas usually on like a 48, it's usually, sometimes you can find them 10 on top and 8 on, or 40 on bottom and then 8 on top, but sometimes it's 10 on top and 38 on bottom. But honestly, it would work on a 48 as well. So just gonna be a lot of ramp moving today. Got all the lights fixed and working. I've got I extended the leveling rod on that back axle, and now when I air up I have it all set now to where it'll give me a fist and then a hand on top of the fists distance between each of the tires. So these semi trucks aren't really going to show. They're not heavy enough to really put a load on this to see if it's going to work good, but that's what we're going to roll with. So Lita's just packing the truck now. We're not even going to take the dogs. We're just going to run over, pick these trucks up, do our first load down into Orlando, and then do it all again tomorrow. So 3.5 hours, you figure if everything goes perfect, that would be 7 hours of driving. We'll call it 8 hours of driving, probably an hour loading, an hour unloading. That's a 10-hour day. So I don't know, we might be pushing it, leaving at like lunchtime today. So I bought a inversion table finally. What's funny is, I think I mentioned this, is I got on Facebook Marketplace and I messaged a bunch of people about their inversion tables, and there was one in particular that I wanted because it said it was heated. It's a heated inversion table, and it was like $100. And I messaged him and I'm like, hey, is this still available? He's like, yeah. It's like, cool, I come pick it up today if you want. And then stop messaging me. I'm like, all right. So I waited a day or two and I messaged him again. I'm like, hey man, is this thing available to come pick up today? He's like, yeah, it's available today. I was like, cool, what's a good time? Give me an address, I'll meet you there. Stop messaging me. And I don't know, I think I messaged him maybe another time and he never got back to me. Well, I noticed he kept dropping the price on this thing. I'm like, this guy's dropping the price when I was willing to give him the $100 for the table. So finally, the other day, I seen that he dropped it again to like 60 bucks. So I was like, Lita, let me use your Facebook page. So I jumped on Lita's Facebook page and had Lita message him, and we went and picked it up. Is it working? I don't know, because like I've been using it every day since I've been home, multiple times throughout the day. But me and Lita's been busting our butt trying to get my garage straightened up, because my garage, it was an absolute mess. Like I've thrown away so much stuff. I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I'm the type of person that's like, oh, I might need this one day. But man, we filled the garbage can up. We made runs to Goodwill. Like, it felt so good to throw stuff away and to get rid of it. So anyways, I still have to do pre-trip. Lita's loading up the freezer right now because we'll need lunch and dinner. Looks like she's working on that right now. Ooh, it feels good in here.
Yeah, the air's on.
Nice. And we'll see you guys on the road. All right, it is now going on 1:15. We haven't even left the house. While doing my pre-trip, I noticed the brake lights not working on the trailer. So I figured something happened to that bundle of wire back there in that box. But after doing a lot of poking and prodding, that's not the case. The brake lights aren't even working to the plug on the truck. And then you have the wire that plugs in and then goes around to the trailer. The brake lights aren't even working on that plug. So I don't know what the problem is there. We checked all the fuses, all the relays. Now granted, I'm in a little bit of a hurry because it's like I just picked up 3 loads and now my brake lights aren't working on my trailer. So what I've done is I ran a wire from, I guess I could just show you. I've ran a wire from the actual truck brake lights because those are actually working. So it's not a pressure switch. So I ran, you guys are probably gonna laugh and make fun of me, but I got a load to go do, so. All right, so we've tied into the wire that's the brake lights, and I've got that yellow wire that runs all the way up there. And then I got it running under here and then wrapping around and then tying back into the trailer lights so that our trailer lights will work. But yeah, even the wire and the plug coming from the truck right here, the wire that's supposed to be the brake lights isn't working for some reason. So I have no idea. I know it was working the other day when we fixed all the wiring because I made sure to check it all, but it's like, what could have happened from that point to this point? I just don't understand, man. It's like it's an everyday thing. Something is there to kick me in the nuts. I can't win. So Lita's in there. We got to print up the BOLs, so I guess it is a little bit of a good thing that we didn't like take off right away because we needed the BOLs. Now it's like, I don't know if I could, I mean, I could make it home. I have the hours. Unless, heaven forbid, something else happens. But it's going to be a late one. It's going to be a late one. Man, there's nothing worse than getting dirty before you have to go get dirty. Like, I'm so furious right now. It's like, had I known this was gonna be an issue, I've just sat at home for freaking 4 days and I could have been out here troubleshooting this thing the whole time. But it's like this thing waits till the minute I go to leave to be like, I am going to fuck something up in your day today. Every single time. I'm so tired of this truck and this trailer and this industry. It's like, what do? Do I go get another truck and run these cheap fucking rates? I don't think so. I'm not gonna do it, man. And driving for somebody else making 60 cents a mile is not is not going to work for me either. I'm not going to bust my ass for 60 cents a mile, man. That is some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Alright, so I guess we're going to run over here and see what kind of condition these tractor trailers are in, or these tractors I should say. We got to load them and unload them too, so I don't know if I mentioned that. So we have to drive them on and drive them off. I have edited some videos here while I was at home. I gave Lita a break. I've probably got 3 or 4 edited right now. And probably when we're done with this, Easter is Sunday. But I'm not going to leave out with this thing rigged up. I've got to figure out why the wire that goes into the plug for the truck, and then you plug the wire in for the trailer, it's all like molded together. It's not like maybe a wire came loose. Like all of that's molded together and is one piece, so I can't like pull anything back and check the wiring on that. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. I am stumped. Oh. All right. Anyways, we'll see you there.
Head to 809 Gilhardin Industrial Boulevard, Valdosta, Georgia, 31601 on the left.
Yes, this is FedEx, please.
Yeah. This is where I went and got the Surrounds from. I bet that's all the trucks. Wait a second. No, bro, those are going to be too tall. Unless those things come off.
Yeah.
Oh, back there. I bet that's the first load right there. Am I supposed to push this button? Good morning. Robert? Hot shot. Yeah, I'm supposed to be picking up some trucks. Okay. Yeah, it feels like my pedal's going closer to the floor now in order to engage the clutch brake.
Gilhardin Industrial Boulevard, Valdosta, Georgia, 31601.
He had to take one of the top roof things off. They didn't say anything about that, man. Oh, maybe they're already taken off. Push my pedal almost all the way to the floor to engage the clutch brake now. What the fuck is going on? I am not looking forward to these ramps.
Should you put your back brace on?
Yeah, probably. Dad has a really nice one he's gonna give me too.
The back brace?
Alright. He said they had the fairing off for him. Probably just gonna have to strap it down on the back there though, I would imagine. Just have to figure out which ones are. Is it probably all those in the back, honestly, all the ones with the fairings off. So what I'm probably going to do, there are some double axles. Looks like he got all the single axles. These are going to Ritchie Brothers down in Florida, by the way. But it's supposed to be some double axles and some single axles. So I'm probably going to do is stack a single with a double each time, just to give me a little more room, so I'm not stacking too many of the doubles. So let me go in the shop here, talk to them, make sure we're grabbing the right ones. Oh, almost dropped the camera. This nice truck driver next to me offered us to use his ramps so that we wouldn't have to get our ramps out. I told him, don't worry about it. I don't want to hold him up. So we'll get our ramps out. They're gonna pull up 2 trucks that we're gonna load up, and we'll get this we'll get these things moved. We're loaded up, we're not quite chained down. This front one's an automatic, it's a piece of junk. Like, every time you go to give it a little bit of gas, it's like you dump the clutch at like 10,000 RPM. I don't know if the converter's going out on this thing or what, but that is pretty much it. We'll have to strap down these things here. Have to figure out a way to do that. This one's a stick, and it has a dummy axle, so they had to disconnect the rear airbags here, because when we would have got up to the deck, these tires would have had the front tires lifted up and it wouldn't have gone anywhere. So they dumped the airbags on the back by rerouting some airlines, and then we just sent it. So that's pretty much it. 2 down. We'll have to do 4 more of these. right, that's pretty much it. We are loaded down. We are loaded down. Oh, that's probably not going to stay. Maybe I'll bungee around that so it doesn't fly off. But, so like I said, this is going to Ritchie Brothers. And they close at 4 o'clock, so we're not even going to be able to drop this today. So, I was hoping we could just kind of drop them off. I didn't realize it was going to Ritchie Brothers. I was hoping we could just kind of drop them off and then worry about getting these signed for when we take the next load tomorrow. But we're either gonna have to stay at the house tonight or sleep down there tomorrow, which is gonna put us off for the next load, because now the next load, tomorrow morning, if we sleep down there, we'll be dropping these in the morning, and then we have to drive 4 hours back home, grab more trucks, and then drive back, and they'll probably be closed again heading back. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. The time frames are hard to hit sometimes to make everything run smooth. But I mean, at least I'm getting a decent rate per mile, and we're staying close to the house. All right, let's go.
Hi, this is the truck that's bringing the FedEx trucks from Valdosta. Okay, I was just calling you because we're not going to make your guys' closing time today. Is there like a lot where we can leave these? Because we have all of the loads for them. So we're going to be going back up to Valdosta and getting more trucks. Okay, park them in front of that and put them in the key box. Between 1 and 2. Okay, great. All right, thank you. Bye. So there's a key box between gates 1 and 2. Park them there, drop the keys in the box.
Fantastic.
Just gotta make sure we get all these BOLs signed. Take pictures of the trucks that we left in there.
Do I have to pull through here with loads like this? Okay. Appreciate you guys. Technically, yes, but they're not going to bother us, is what it said. Alright, we just arrived at the Ritchie Brothers. I don't know if I recorded it, but basically they said that there's a spot that we can drop these things tonight. So, my brights are on. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop it that way, like I was telling you guys. If I waited to drop these things in the morning, it would offset us again. So if we can get these things dropped tonight, and then get home and then pick up the next trucks, like earlier in the morning, then we can get back down here and get them unloaded in time. So someone's talking to Lita right now. Hopefully there is a spot that we can drop these things. I don't know, they said between gates 1 and 2, and this place is pretty massive, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'll get back to you guys. We'll see what this guy tells Lita.
Yeah, so he said to drop them right there, and then there's envelopes up there. We put the keys in the envelope with all the info.
So we can just unload them right here?
Yeah, I guess. mean, that dude was like, you gotta park in the lines. We're in a line right here, so.
Okay. Should these things unloaded. Well, it is now 10 o'clock. There was an Indian gentleman that was there when we loaded that kind of helped us out, and then when we got here, he helped us unload, so we helped him unload. So now it's like 10 o'clock. I think he has a load to pick up in Tampa after this, so I think he went ahead and unloaded. That way he'd have help and he'd be ready to go first thing in the morning. So now we've got we got to drive home, which is going to put us there at like 1 o'clock, I think. But as much as I appreciate the help, when there's two different people trying to tell you what to do, because I don't know if I told you guys, the first truck that we loaded up, the Kenworth, the steering wheel was broken. Like, it was broken on the column, so it kept moving like this, and it would keep pulling in and out. The little locking mechanism was messed up, and I'm pretty sure the transmission was messed up. And then the tires were towed so bad, the tires had like worn themselves like on the inside, so I think they were towed in, or I think it was the inside. Either way, the tires were jacked. So I got Lita telling me to turn one way, and I got him telling me to turn in the other way, because one's looking at one tire and one's looking at the other tire, and it was a complete nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So we are gonna go home now, and then we'll start again first thing in the morning. Well, I say first thing in the morning. If we get home at 1, that means we can't start until 11. So hopefully we can make it down here and get unloaded, with it taking this long to get unloaded. I don't know, we haven't even ate dinner yet, unless you count those pizzas we ate for lunch.
I don't know, it was 4 o'clock, we can eat those.
Alright, well, we're gonna hit the road. Hopefully traffic isn't too bad at 10 o'clock at night.